Motherfucker keep doing that. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. I look like we good. Let's get right to it. Game's about to start. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll.
Yeah.
So soulful.
Great fire.
When the chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupon grade, got the fire back lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupon grade, got the fire back lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. Happy Saturday. Hope you're feeling blessed. Hope your energy is up. Yeah, kid. We ain't gonna really waste too much time. We got 2 games popping off at 5, and let's just give a quick recap as we always do around these times. Yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We went 4 and 3. We dropped the play of the day, unfortunately, which was the Toronto Raptors. We hit with the Pelicans. And Denver we dropped. We gave 2 locks out, 1 play of the day. We had Phoenix strong. We should have took them as a play of the day. We had Detroit. Should have took them as the play of the day. And we had the Spurs. Anyway, overall record now is 369, 348. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we 165, 155, still 10 games above 500. And as far as the play of the day, which we started on December 19th, we started late in the season. We are 25 and 17. So we just, 7 games above, 8 games, above 500. We're going to try to rectify that today. First game up, 3-minute mark for the people that's going to catch the show later. We got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road getting 9 at the Pacers. And just for the sake, because the games is about to start, if you is tuning in to see who I like so you can bet, the play of the day for me is the Indiana Pacers. I'm taking the Pacers. I like them big. Atlanta, they just been on the free fall. Jalen Johnson is out. I think that's going to be a big factor. They got some other players that's out when you look at RotoWire, as you should before you bet. I normally get a play of the day out last, obviously, but for the sake of that game about to start and I'm already locked in with it, I just want to give that out for the people that may be tuning in if they want to bet the play of the day as well. Bogdanovich is still out. Capella is still out. Meanwhile, the Pacers got their whole team. I think they Hulk smashed today. That's who I'm rolling with. Next game up. We got the Orlando Magic out on the road at Utah. Orlando Magic, they've been letting us down. Currently, they on the do not bet list. I ain't going to lie. I've been giving them chance after chance, and they've been losing. The last time we took them as the play of the day and they hit, or a lock, I think, was against the Detroit Pistons, and we just felt it strong. Since then, they haven't, since Wagner came back, they haven't been playing well. They haven't been meshing well. Utah, on the other hand, they're getting 4.5 at home. They desperately need a victory. They on like a 7-8 game losing streak. Let me just check real quick. It's only 2 games starting at 5, so once we get them out the way, ain't really no need to rush. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game losing streak. So they've been losing bad, and they lose at home all the time. This is the less of the 2 evils. These 2 teams did play already. Utah did win 105-92 at Orlando. However, the caveat is Franz Wagner didn't play, and Pablo Ben Carroll didn't play. So for that reason alone, I know Orlando just lost unbelievable to the Portland Trailblazers 2 times. They definitely could lose again today, but I'm going to go with Orlando. I'm not rushing to the window to bet this. I'm not even touching this game, but for the sake of, I got to give a pick on each side on every game. I'm going to take Orlando minus the 4.5, but I'm not like overzealous with it, so there's that. All right, next game up. 5:38 mark. We got the Denver Nuggets out on the road at Charlotte. Denver giving 12. We had Denver yesterday. Charlotte was at played home against the Clippers yesterday. Charlotte is ass. I ain't gonna lie, and they just don't have enough firepower. I'm surprised that they kept it close with the Clippers. To be honest, they ended up losing by 8. The spread was 12. The spread is 12 today. In fact, the spread is 12.5. According to CBS Sports app, that's what I look at. I don't go on FanDuel, DraftKings, and all. Not for the sake of the channel. I mean, that's when you about to put the bets in. For the sake of the channel, it was 12.5. You might got it at 12. You might even got it at 13. I like the Denver Nuggets. I know they on a back-to-back. They had to travel from Philly to Charlotte. Charlotte is on a back-to-back, so it was no real advantage in that regards. Although Charlotte slept in their beds, but Denver is head and shoulders better than Charlotte. They haven't really been covering like that, but I think this is the game they probably do cover. So for that purpose and that purpose alone, I will be taking Denver. Next game up, we got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road at Houston. Houston, we have a problem, or rather I should say Brooklyn, we got a problem. Houston laying a big boy number. They laying 14, and I think Houston get it done. They just lost to who they just lost to? Usually after a loss, they just lost to Memphis. After beating Memphis 3 straight times, they lost by 1. We had Houston with that 3.5. Although when we did the show, it was 5, but then it dropped to 3.5. Ja Morant didn't play. Sengun didn't play. Houston got their whole team. Brooklyn don't got their whole team. No Cameron Johnson. No Cam Thomas. Let me go back to RotoWire. That was just off the rip. Who else they missing? Missing Nicholas Coney, Bogdanovich. Sengun is game time decision, but even if he don't play, I think they beat up on a bad team and get back in the win column. And I like Houston. I ain't really overzealous by going to the window and bet my money with it, but I like them. I like them. Next game up, 7:57 mark. We got my bad. I put 8. 7:57. Put 8 again. We have we got the Washington Wizards out on the road at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves looking good lately. They have been playing well. In this game, the spread is crazy because when you look at RotoWire, as you should before you bet, Randall is out. Obviously, in the last game, he pulled up with the groin. Anthony Edwards, that's not Anthony Edwards, that's JaY Edwards is out. Anthony Edwards game time decision, so probably going to play. Mike Conley didn't play last game, probably going to play. He's in the gray, when they be at the top and they be at the bottom, it's 50-50. If you're doing one picks and you don't like the spread and you want to try to get the best spread, then you can wait. If you like the spread, you can lock it in. But my personal opinion, you always want to wait till the lineups is confirmed because they do a lot of bubblegum shit. Last night we talked on the live, not about NBA, Friday Night Live show. I do my Friday Night Live show. I talk trending topics. But one of the topics was Terry Rozier being investigated after Jonte Porter, who copped out in July, to fixing the games and player props. So I only bring that up to say, if you watch my channel, you already know I think sports is scripted and rigged, even the NBA. And it's no surprise or it's not mind-blowing that certain players may be doing certain shit to try to get extra money. Greed is, it's one of the root of evil. So it ain't outside the scope and realm for somebody to try to pick up an extra $300,000, $200,000 by sliding a family member or one of their men somewhere else. Like, yeah, tonight my point total was 15. Put the under, because after the first quarter, my neck, my back, my calf, and then you out the game. And that's why he's being investigated right now. That was just a side note. Back to the game. Minnesota minus 15 and a half. I got to take the Washington Wizards. The Wizards is trash. Don't get me wrong. I think the Timberwolves will win. But 15, nah, I can't do that. So for that reason alone, I'm taking the Washington Wizards. Next game, 10:26. We got should be a good one. Sacramento Kings out on the road at OKC. OKC giving 7.5. And right off the rip, everything says take OKC. They're coming off a loss to the Golden State Warriors, like the top teams. Cleveland, Boston, Houston, a couple other teams I probably can't think of right away. They don't really lose back-to-back, so they're probably going to win today. However, J-Dub is out. Caruso is out. When you go back and you do the history, as I like to do, as I call my studying process when I'm handicapping the game, OKC won the last 3. But prior to that, Sacramento has won the last 8. And the same players has been there. Now, the only difference is J-Dub got better. Essays, one of the top players. Their players have matured and got better. So that's why they rolling now. I'm going to go with OKC. All the other channels and little stuff that I've been looking at saying like everybody's on OKC. And 92% money line, they are on OKC. 58% with the points, they are on OKC. So that just gives me like, Sacramento could come in here and win. I know they talking about the trade. Fox, he might be out of here. He want to go to the Spurs. And, is they going to keep Sabonis? Is they going to keep, who they just got? The nigga from the Bulls. But he was on Toronto. DeMar DeRozan, right? They keep saying they're going to blow the team up. All that's cool, but they still got to play today. I'm going to take OKC because I think they're going to win the game, even without J-Dub. But as I often say on the channel sometimes, I'm not going to be surprised if Sacramento covers. I just don't want to take them. You know what I mean? I'm not rushing to the window for this game either. They might could win money line. Tomorrow, if I come back on Sunday Funday, if I'm alive, and I'm going to be like, what I told y'all. Kind of look like everybody taking OKC thinking it's just a given. But the only reason why another reason why I'm taking them is because the spread is still 7.5 without J-Dub. It just doesn't make sense. Next game, we got 12:53 more. We got the Miami Heat out on the road at the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs got a good victory yesterday. We had the Spurs against Milwaukee Bucks, that back-to-back. They're one of the older teams. Plus, they already beat the Spurs, so it was a revenge game. And this game here, though, when you go back and you look at the history, even without Jimmy Butler, because he's out indefinitely until they trade him. I like Miami, and I like Miami. Yeah, I like Houston. I took Houston. I think they cover the spread. Brooklyn ain't got nobody. I think Miami can win. The spread is kind of like telling you, it's kind of baiting you to take the Spurs. And I know they won at home, but 2.5 now for a team that has gotten your number. Miami has had the Spurs number going all the way back. So for that reason, I won't be surprised if the Spurs win 1-2, or so they down at the end of the game and they got to hit a last-minute shot and they end up pulling out by 1 or 2. But you're giving me 2.5 with Miami, even without Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I think Miami could come in there and win. Next game up, and then we out of here soon. We got the LA Lakers out on the road at my New York Knicks. Knicks giving 10.5. And before we get to the game, y'all know what I'm about to do. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, Shaolin, are you in the house? Rest in peace, ODB and Wu-Tang. Love the kids. This game is on ABC tonight. This is the marquee matchup. Anthony Davis is not there, so I can see why the spread is that way. Anytime we talk about the Knicks, I have to preference whether I'm taking them or going against them. And I did go against them the last game, I believe. Let me see who they played real quick. The last game, I think I did go against them. They played the Nuggets. I had the Nuggets. I like the Knicks tonight. Lakers, it's going to be the second game without Anthony Davis. They Hulk smashed the Washington Wizards. We knew that, right? The spread was big. And you think, oh, they don't got Anthony Davis, so Washington can stick around. Not. Lakers came in there and cleaned them. But the New York Knicks is definitely not the Washington Wizards. The spread is high for a reason. Obviously, y'all know I tagged JaY Briggs. That's my guy, but I never met him. Pick dogs. He inspired me to do these NBA videos every single day. His reasoning, as a professional handicapper, one of his reasons, it's going to be LeBron last game, or it could be, he don't got that many more inside the Garden, so he could see them coming and win money line. And in sports, nothing is guaranteed, so of course Lakers could probably come win money line. My thing is, I don't think so. I think the Knicks, they got to go to LA next month or whenever they go play. I think they Hulk smash the Lakers tonight. I think they do. I think they're the better team. They playing better, even though record-wise they're only 5 games better. Yeah, New York Knicks belt the ass tonight, or as I like to say, foot the ass. And I got the cozy soles on. Y'all see, we sell these, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Cozy soles, cozy soles, cozy soles. I'm only charging a little $20. It's not a lot left. Side note, real. That was a quick ad. Yeah, definitely foot the ass tonight. I think the Knicks the better team. I think LeBron, Harry Mucha, whatever, and Austin Rivers, they ain't gonna be able to keep up with the Knicks. That's what I think. So I like the Knicks. Last and final game of the night. Then we get to some locks. 16:52. We got Phoenix Suns out on the road at Portland, and Portland just been taking money from you if you've been betting against Portland. And I have bet against them while they've been on this win streak. I think like 2 or 3 times. They burning me. I ain't gonna lie. Let me just take a quick peek to see how many they on. What's their record looking like lately? 1-2 lost to the Thunder. No shame in that. 4 games before that. So they lost to the Rockets on the 18th. 4 straight wins. The Bulls, the Heat, the Magic, the Hornets. Lost, like I said, to OKC. No shame in that. Beat the Bucks and then beat the Magic again. And I had the Magic like, oh, they're not gonna lose twice. Oh no, they're gonna lose twice. And they got their ass spanked. We already seen this movie 3 times already. This is the last and final game of the Portland Trail Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix has won all 3 earlier in the season. I think 1 game was last month. Yeah, 1 game was last month. They lost by 7. And then the other 2 games was in November. They lost by 6. And so I think Portland wins tonight. 3.5 is a lot for a team that played back-to-back. We had Phoenix last night. We should have made them a fucking lock. But I don't really like betting with Phoenix because I think they soft. But we had them against Golden State last night. Tonight, I'm taking the Portland Trail Blazers with the 3.5. I think they could get a victory. I think they could win. All right, guys, let's get to the locks. But first, let's get to the theme music.
Great fire.
When the winner ticking, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one poperism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the back line in the air, throwing signals.
All right, folks. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks to get you and me the winner chicken dinners. We are going with Houston to Hulk smash Brooklyn. We going with Portland, like I just said. I don't think they lose all of these games to Phoenix. And the play of the day, if you just jumped in, I gave it out early in the show because in case you wanted to bet it, is the Indiana Pacers over to Atlanta. I normally give that play out last, but I know time is ticking. A lot of us be rushing to bet, especially on those first couple of games. So once again, it's 9 games. I'm not being greedy. We ain't been doing well. We just want to get back on the winning side. So once again, the locks is Houston to beat Brooklyn, to beat the shit out of them. Portland to not lose 3 straight to the Phoenix Suns. And Indiana to keep it rolling against the Atlanta Hawks team that has been not looking good. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, I'm not a professional. Don't take everything I say to heart. I know I'm going to bet my money, you know what I mean, on the lock or the plays of the day. And so far, we've been doing good. We 25-17, still 8 games above 500, hoping to do better. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we all unscripted, we all authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today, folks.